Hey folks, Peter here with another demo for a new AgentX feature. This time around I'm demoing JSON Schemas. So what I have here is a new interface that will let you create and store JSON schemas. Now these are really useful downstream for data generation, data extraction with an LLM. So what I have here is a simple address model. It's got an ID, a name. It has a nested address component, which is then reused for the billing address and the shipping address. So really basic setup, something you might see in a real application. So once this is here, you can then use it downstream in your flow with the load schema component. I already have my flow set up here, and you can see in the configuration that I've already chosen the address schema. But you can choose any of your schemas here, and it works just the same. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to kick this off and let this start cooking while I walk you through the rest of the flow. So the flow, of course, starts with a chat input. We've already talked about the load schema, which is passed to the LLM as a function call. We've also included a chat prompt template with some basic instruction, and then finally the output from the LLM is parsed into a function call. So now that it's done, let's walk through what it did. So you can see here that the load schema node did indeed load the schema from the database, and so we can see that it looks exactly like it did through the other editor. We can advance to the LLM node, and we can see here that there is a really basic prompt here. We can see that the schema was passed as a function. And then we can see for its output here, we can see the raw function call that was returned as an AI message object. And then lastly, in the chain, we have the parse function call node, which takes that raw message and converts it to a nice JSON blob. And so what we have here is an address that we could then pass to something else further in the flow. We could save it to the database as an artifact, pass it off to something else, potentially lead generation or whatever it is that you're trying to do with this address. It's now available for you to use. So you can see here that this is a really powerful way and flexible way that you can generate a data schema to define the data that you want and in what shape it will take, and then use it downstream for data extraction, data generation, which is a key concept in using LLMs. Thanks, folks.